Ja, zou heel suspicious. Dat is niet de point.
Y'all are hanging out right there. Oh, no, I'm in the car. I think I got you want the car? No, I'm in the car. This is what got our attention, okay? Two vehicles that are out here. The side
Чего, блин?
the carjacked vehicles, okay? Got description of a block.
In this training module, you'll be learning how to drive.
Black jeans and patches.
А, получал. Что это, блин, нахуй? Твари. Задал. Задал. Надоело.
Now, we've already got the keys to the truck off your boy, so we know he's involved in something. Okay. We got a gun in the car. That's either that was with that truck or it was carjacked, or it's carjacked that other vehicle. Okay, right, that's what's going on tonight. That's why we can't have the car. He just walked up over there. But did he say anything? No. He did not say a word. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you in the back of the control vehicle right now. Okay? We're still not under arrest, but we're definitely going to want to talk to you. All right, we're just going to sit you in the car right now. Okay, my man?
Hey, what's going on, man? So when we pulled up on y'all, why you put the gun up on the seat like that? You didn't have no gun. You sure about that?
Yeah.
So what you doing?
I don't even know what you're talking.
You don't know what gun I'm talking about. You don't know where the keys come from?
Nope.
Okay, so you don't know nothing about the gun, the car, no nothing.
Nope.
So what y'all was doing tonight? We're in the club too. I'll be back. How did the keys get in the car?
I don't know that.
Calm down. It was a set of keys in the front and a set of keys in the back.
Set keys in the front. I don't know.
I'm just trying to. One was in the front, one in the back.
They was in the back. No, it's mine. I've been at the club. That's what I'm telling you. I mean, I
Okay, I ain't asking about no bill.
I'm just telling you what I can. I don't know nothing about no kids, no business, no. No business, no.
And he just told you that generic description out. So when you do the show up,
The inside of it is there. It's just bad.
but that's part of the investigation. So it's gonna go a little further than that. So listen. So when we do the show up, and they confirm or they confirm, but if they confirm you, what's going to be the deal then?
They can't confirm me. They can't confirm me.
Okay? All right.
Shut. Take them back.
So basically, we're going to show up. We're gonna have the victim here of one of the carjack vehicles. With the suspects, evidence confirming that these are the guys. Looks like we got one confirmation. Look that way. Confirmation number. Come on.
Can I see when it comes?
No, definitely not.
I can't even follow somebody in the seat.
You can't even see.
There's two personnel.
Sir, you're the suspect.
He's wearing his shirt. This guy's actually in his shirt.
That's some kind of crazy, my guy. You're gonna get in your
Co ci on fa?
I mean, the phone that this guy, man, I told you, man.
Yeah.
Phone was crazy.
Alan, ask us what this is the phone again.
That's your phone?
W niemiecką.
That's your phone? Is that your phone? Right, that's what I thought. Oh, okay. Dude, I just told you the first time we talked. You can lie about a lot of things. You can't really lie about that.
So that was his shirt.
That's
He was wearing.
confirmation. Yeah.
Okay, gun 132 on push, covers code 3. 1047, 1047, cancel to 4316. Okay, don't let it code 3.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Вообще видимо. Не вчера.
It's filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
The first police officer actually was a student counselor with the college. You know, I'd always been interested in law enforcement, but I originally started out, that's not the way my career path took me, so, but now, you know, I couldn't see myself doing anything different.
Извините, не офицер. Да ничего страшного, что ли. У меня такая же. Ты, блин, ну, тоже неофициально, бесплатно промтовый.
Shut it off, shut it off. All right. Gotta turn it off? You don't want to turn it off? Stop moving around, dude. You got an ID on you? Stop moving, bro. Stop moving. Hey, what are you doing? Stop moving. Stop moving. Cup him up. Cup him up. Stop. Stop. No, he's on the ground. I'm gonna tase you. You're gonna get tased. Well, you're gonna tase you. I'm tired, man. Give me your hands now. Give me your hands. Get your hands now. Behind your back. Don't move. Don't move. Do not move. Two hands.
Шокером.
Hey, move those hands on me, down you. Be quiet for a minute. I need ankle cuffs. Ready, I'm trying to get handcuffs on right now. I need ankle cuffs. They don't fit. 26, I need ankle cuffs. They don't fit on the They don't fit. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. 3682 X-ray. You got some ankle cuffs? Don't move. Hey, you got any zip ties? He threw the weed. In a minute. Okay.
Ладно.
1326 radio. We need a unit that's got some ankle cuffs with some zip ties. Hey, relax. Zip ties!
Задолбало.
Keep it out.
Задолбало.
Hey, keep it on this strap right here.
Умолкни.
Stand by, man. All right, stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Okay.
Я по прямой я увидел. Сюда не видел. Там как попросил увидел. Попросил.
Back everybody up. Pile down. We'll give them more. Where they're at, we're taking it. Okay. Don't look at anything. My helmet just fell on. You should, if your helmet fell, you should stop. I was going to turn around, but you ain't having no light coming up. Okay. You still got to have the helmet on when you drive on the street. We didn't see the helmet fall off, so we don't know. All we see is you go on driving the street and turn in, you're not wearing a helmet. So that's why we stopped you. Okay? And then, you know, you listen, you got off the bike, but when we tell you, listen. So when we tell you to stop, you know, moving around, stop putting your hands in your pockets, when we tell you to put your hands behind your back and you pull away from it, and you turn around and throw a bag of weed, okay, we tell you to get to the ground, you're not doing it. You're a big guy, man. You know, we put all the weight on you, and you were still carrying it. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is just say, you know, the weight on you, it was fine. So by throwing it and resisting a little bit, you had to. You put what, like 6-7 grams? 6-7 grams of marijuana. I mean, it's that little bit of weed. That's not what going to jail for, is it? Or fighting, or at least fighting. I mean, at least fighting. And just okay. We're gonna be some more stuff when you're friends, okay? We're gonna to the guy in room. Okay. Good luck. Other than going to jail, are you good?
Надо Wi-Fi в поезде есть.
I did ask her, but don't be mad. I did ask her, but.
So why did you wanted to stop just because you had a little bit of weed?
No, hey, listen, this what it was.
I mean, we can do less now. That's what we can do the city charge.
Listen, this what it was.
Okay.
I've been turning around.
Вернуться к списку. К этому, к расписанию.
Yeah, he came up with his lights off, so that what really blew me. He hit it like, man, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, but you admit that he saw you without the helmet, right?
Поездов еще не ездил.
You've been collected, so we're going to do a city charge.
But y'all ain't gonna give me the extra charge.
No.
The round,
we don't
Это же британский, а это уже
We'll
немецкий.
get you down to free trial. I've already got the transport here. We'll get you down there. You handle business. You'll probably be out by 1.
Y'all ain't gonna hit me with no lights, drive with no lights.
We will do just a less than.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Метро? Не пробовал это.
It's our job to be out here and assist the victims. I try to convey that we're here to help, but not here to hem anybody up. We never want anybody to be scared of us. So I personally love the body cameras because I know I'm doing the right thing, and this just shows people that I am doing what I say.
Somebody a couple years over here, so we start seeing the backyard.
They're starting to set up a perimeter for this subject. He pointed a gun at someone who was wanted for brandishing a firearm at an individual. So they're setting up a perimeter. They're starting to call out vehicles that are leaving the area. They should be coming into the area right now.
It's supposed to be being in this outlet.
Police department! Come on, your hands up! Clear. So right now we're checking the house's yard and yard, trying to figure out where this guy may be hiding. He's supposed to be armed.
So this is the house he was probably last seen at right here.
A younger, thin Hispanic male with no shirt.
Чего? Да, в километрах.
Hi, how are you doing, ma'am? Hey, we're looking for someone. We wanted to know if we could possibly go into your backyard to make sure that they were back. Okay, there's your husband? What did he do? Yeah. Okay, when I was in the house, there was a younger male that was walking around the house with no shirt on. Okay. Hey, Sarge, we can go in and look. Scott, you go in with Duncan. She's saying she doesn't know who the younger male is. There was a younger male to the door that she said that she doesn't know who it is. And she hasn't identified him yet. There's someone in the shower. Who's in the shower? You don't know who's in there? Hey, Scott. She's saying she doesn't know who's in the shower. Who's coming in? Hey, can you come on out? It's the police. You know who's in the shower? The police. Jeremy Cure. Hey, can you get a towel on that? You don't know who that is? Put your hands behind your back. You live here? Because they're saying they don't know you.
My grandma's house.
Who's that?
My grandma right here.
Nothing? Is it? Because she said she didn't know he was in the show.
Did I know?
You didn't know he was here? Okay, I just saw him walking down the hallway when I knocked on the door.
Dile que tu nieto puede ir a aquí. Okay, why don't you bring him in?
Hey, you gotta come in my box. Come on.
Where do you need him from?
Está bien, no preocupes. Hey,
When did you get here?
Got here by what?
4 o'clock. So you've been here since 4 o'clock? Yeah. Okay, well, your grandma doesn't say you've been here since 4 o'clock.
What? You know, she's old. You don't remember now she got old timers.
Okay.
Hey, so if I get a charge, I go to county jail, then, right?
No, you go to the baby prison.
I'm 18, that means I go to county jail.
Are you trying to go to county?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Are you 18?
I'm 18. Okay. I'm going to space for 5, so you already know, big sin. I want them to remember it. You know what I mean? If we're out here, I don't give I'm respectful.
No, you have been nothing but respectful.
As long as you don't come into my home and disrespect my family, I will never have no disrespect for you.
That's cool. I appreciate that.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Ну, отпусти тормоза.
That means you said a free time. I mean,
Put it over there?
Давай!
God identified you like 3 times. Back to back. You don't even want to get a 3 times in a row.
Was it on market?
California Street.
Okay. I remember that
The first time, I got 14. Second time, I did. I did that.
Yeah. You wanted to go to the county too. You gave me a fake name and I almost did you down there.
Yeah, but it is. Let's go cover quick. Is it?
Yeah, you do. I'll try to hold it down.
Is he gonna?
Yeah.
Go do it, chick. Let me get your hand.
Throw this off the roof.
I guess what he does right now. I knew the whole kid going that way, but I would have gone that way.
Come on now. So right now we have the victims of the crime. This guy meeting the same description, robbed these individuals. So what we're going to do is an infield show up right now to see if he could be positively ID'd. Look towards that car right there.
Okay. By the time I'm gonna be stumbling, falling, leaving the feeling of get cut. Positive ID. Hey. Lock me up for
Jump in their head first. So why'd you run?
If you guys trying to ask for a statement, I'm gonna make a mistake. I'm trying to be disrespectful or rude. You got for my name, got for whatever. But other than that, I got nothing to say.
Well, you're being charged with brandishing a firearm, resisting when you ran, and for giving false information to a police officer.
Okay. Can I go to jail now?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I ended up going to school at the University of New Mexico, graduated with a bachelor's in economics and political science. I had a few friends that were cops, and they said you should, try it out, see how it is, and here I am, doing this now for almost 7.5 years. It looked like some officers were dispatched for a DUI, and another male showed up on the stop, so we're going to see if we can help him out.
This guy.
was hanging out by the green club. He walked
Okay.
So right now, I just got to figure out something.
So the guy in the striped shirt owns the vehicle that the guy in the blue shirt was driving.
You don't know who's driving.
That we suspect him driving up? Or how are they related?
We don't know yet. He just got to.
Okay. Let's see what the deal is.
You gave him permission to drive the vehicle. Okay. Were you with him, right?
No. But thing with me. So what happened today? Here, stand right there. Okay, look, I'm leaning against the car. Lean up against the car. We're leaning forward. Lean up against the car. There you go.
Від вагон.
What happened today?
Lost the wall.
Please.
And then
Okay.
А он вулиці. Не їде, блин.
Stop sign.
Who's driving?
He was driving.
Okay.
Somebody came and swerved in front of us. He had
Okay.
And then we rolled all his guys in the car.
And that's where you. And then what happened?
He was there, got the car. And he got you.
Okay. So, how much have you had to do? All right, cool. Just hang out right here for me, okay? Can you tell me exactly what happened today? Do you, like, you guys have a relationship together, or are you guys just friends? I'm just trying to get to the bottom.
And that's pretty good.
Okay, so are you guys like, you were dating at one point, and now you're not anymore? Is that the thing?
We never did.
Okay.
He lived with me for 13 years.
Okay.
It was never an intimate relationship.
Okay.
So he wasn't loving this.
Okay.
So what happened? He left.
In the okay. And in what vehicle did you go? Where did you go?
Here because he called me and said he had a flat tire.
Okay. And you drove from the bar to here?
Yes.
Okay. So your story is a little bit different than what he's giving us. Okay. And how much have you had to drink?
I have 4 drinks.
What were they?
Scotch.
You have 4 scotches?
Yeah.
For now. My partner's going to do some field sobriety tests in a second. Both of these cars, he showed up in this one after supposedly they were in this vehicle and had gotten into an accident. And this is exactly where they hit the curb. Supposedly the car pulled out in front of them, and that's when they swerved and hit the curb.
Hey, stay back there.
What are you taking your shirt off?
No,
Why are you taking your shirt?
I don't have any tissues. What's still working on the shirt?
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. So let me just. Well, unfortunately, right now, no, I don't have tissues, so we can't do anything. No, just right now. He's not going to get hurt. It's hurting. Okay. Well, I understand that you feel. Not his teeth just dropped out. All right.
That's no good. You were driving the Subaru that might arrest you.
He's saying that you guys don't have a relationship at all. How did the relationship?
I came out here and he was going around and I went back.
Oh, okay. So you left him. What brought you guys back together today? You've been what?
Friends.
Okay, so you've been friends. So today you guys met up as far as friends? Okay. Where'd you guys meet up? So did he hit the curb or did you hit the curb?
If you were, I would have just police brought me in.
Okay. So you'd rather take the charge from him than him go? Okay.
Right, sir. You're under arrest
Какой-то
today.
странный. Вот это ехать не едет. Да я не знаю. Просто какой-то странный. По разам стоит на месте.
Unfortunately, your ex-boyfriend is going to jail tonight for driving under the influence.
Well, this afternoon, I'm going to jail also, right?
What's that?
I'm going to jail also.
No, not at this time. No. We're going to come back in a couple minutes here, and we're going to let you go,
I
okay?
got other people to take the cars.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
I'll jail.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'll let him know that you're going to bail him. Okay? Try and put your shoe back on here. You want to come and say your piece to your ex-boyfriend here? Something quick.
I have a lawyer. I'll take care of everything. I love you.
All right. Come over here. All right, go ahead and step with my partner, okay? Come on.
I've never been arrested in my life.
You put him away. Okay. Okay. Well, I know that you're upset. I just.
Лондонское метро. Вот это классная штука, блин.
Okay.
If they was going,
I understand. It's an upsetting thing, okay? But at least nobody died.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Ох, ще буде быстрый.
It's filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty.
72 года повесть. Вот этот. Это капец быстрый.
Different in the majority of places in the United States with prostitution because all these people come from all over the country. So they think it's actually legal here. It's not legal in the city of Las Vegas. So we're going to do the job reversals where we use our female detectives to pose as prostitutes in the goal of arresting the gentleman clients that come in and frequent the prostitutes in our town. Al, are you set up ready to take down? Ready to go. Copy that. LT, I think we're ready to go.
This Toyota Camry, he's kind of looking at me. Oh, he's looking pretty hard. I'm gonna walk over there and see if he's gonna talk to me.
How you doing?
Good. Are you looking for me or you just hanging out?
I'm looking for you. What's your name?
My name's April.
I'm Jerry. How you doing?
Good. How are you? You looking for a date or you just?
Yes. Are you available?
Yep.
How much money you charge?
How much money you got? Depends what you want.
Let's start with everything.
You want the
Yeah.
You got 60?
Yeah, I've got 60.
That's what it's gonna cost.
You got a place?
Yeah, I'm right across the street in the back.
Okay, let me think about it while I get cigarettes. Okay, we can reach this back.
Okay.
I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Okay. You have the money too? I just want to make sure I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
60 for a reception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do a good deal.
So we made the arrangements. He says he's running an errand and then he's coming back. So he's already got the agreement down. So we're going to make the stop on him.
When I walk right up here in the corner of my vehicle, okay? Okay. Need to see your hands, sir. Turn around to me. There you go. Let me see you put your hands on your back. Palm together like you're praying for me. Palm together. Relax, sir.
You got any weapons or anything on you, sir?
No.
What's your name?
Here.
All right, Jerry, you're being arrested for prostitution. Yeah, you concerning this arrest?
I have absolutely no questions concerning this arrest.
All right, so you understand why we're arresting you?
Oh, I understand why you're arresting me, but I'm going to plead not guilty.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
I mean, the gal come up to you, messing with you like that. I don't have time for that.
You didn't tell her you'd agreed to sex?
Agree to what kind of sex?
Well, you were going to pay her $60.
No, I didn't agree to that.
No? Okay.
She asked me if I had $60. I told her no, because I don't have $60. You can count right now and see. Count for the money in my pocket.
I'll trust
My left-hand pocket. I don't even have $60.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to hop in my car. We're going to head over to a van, okay? That's going to transport you over to the jail.
I'm going to have to deal with this detective, and he'll take you over to the BT wagon.
I need my license. I want my key back. I got my key.
Okay, I think we're ready to go.
We're ready to sit around. You good to go? Okay, she's out. Got to went over. Hey, what's up? You looking for a date? Just mess with me. I'm not by myself. Not got anybody.
Why not?
What's wrong with you? I don't know. Nobody wants. I'm just by myself. I take care. No, I take care of myself.
No, I ain't about taking care of yourself, though. So it's about advancing, having more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, because I'm sure that you're not in this game just to be rude and wasting your time. I'm sure that you obviously been through a lot in this game, and they want to start over with somebody they want to have more with you. They can actually show you some more, teach you more, get more money.
Yeah.
Sometimes we also get pimps that are out here, not just Johns that are trying to get a date with the girls, but guys who are actually trying to turn these girls and get them to start working for them. These are more dangerous. Sometimes the guys will actually try to kidnap the girls and will be violent with them, so we got to be much more careful in these situations.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be giving you. Am I giving you all my money I'm making,
I
or?
don't want no half-ass on you. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know, you're paying for the game. They show you how to make more money.
You're paying for the instructions. You're paying for the license. That's a lot that comes with this license. You want somebody to with a proper understanding on how to upgrade and take care of you and keep it all electric with you at the same time.
All right, well, yeah, I'm going to get back to work, and I'll text you when I get some more minutes on my phone then. All right, talk to you later.
All right, they exchanged numbers, said they're going to contact each other later, so we're going to let them get away and we're going to take them down.
You tell me all about the game and everything, so.
We're trying to get them out of the area a little bit from where we've been working. Shut the car off. Step on out. You're being arrested for pandering.
For pandering?
Fancy word for pimping.
Pandering who?
That young lady you've been charged.
I just got your phone. That's pandering?
And you're talking about the game that we're going to get?
Управление стоит.
Automatically a felony because I offer her opportunity. I offer her. Well, your idea of opportunity and our idea of pandering, that's pretty much the same thing. Okay?
О, все, рванул сразу.
It's the way you talk. When you're with a prostitute,
Joe, my detectives have been in this game longer than you have. We know all the lingo. We know how it works. This is their life.
be based off of lingo and code.
Yep. Joe, this is going to be your great opportunity to stand in front of the judge and explain to them the things that you said and what they should not be. Because you know what they meant. So we'll explain that. I think we're done with our conversation. You guys want to take a moment?
I'm pretty short body cam. Initially, I had my doubts, but once I put it on, it changed the way we do work. I mean, there were people who used to talk to the Facebook to go off and act stupid. And when you let them know that they're being recorded, this will be reviewed later, they often change how they act and start treating you with more respect. They represent a successful. We're going to a suspicious person, a female, looking aside from the process.
Уже красный. Остановился. Что такое день?
What's going on with you? Looking on the sidewalk or something. You drop something? You know identification? That's your ID? Where do you live? When's the last time you used?
Have you used drugs?
When's the last time you used drugs?
Like a long time ago, like a month ago.
I don't think you're being honest with me.
Yeah.
Пришла.
Why is she turning away?
I don't know.
Are you working?
Вместе.
What's your first name?
Еще штрафа не будет, блин.
Anna, you gotta talk to me because I have a camera here and it's recording.
Yeah.
So here's what's happening, okay? Right now,
Я же говорил.
you're doing your actions, okay? So
Повторить.
what I'm telling you is your actions would lead me to believe that you're probably under the influence.
Нельзя на красный ехать, блин. Подождали
You
надо
always
было.
act like this.
Yes.
Okay. Anna, are you on probation or parole?
No.
When's the last time you were arrested?
A long time ago.
¿Cuántos años que? How old are you?
I'm 21.
Do you have any tattoos? Hey, come here. I'm not done with you. No, you're not. Stop! 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 Around. She bit me. Stop! Put out there. Don't bring up fighting anyone.
Yes, let me work on this one. What's 7-Eleven stuff that one? Your other hand?
Put your other hand behind you.
Give me a hand.
Get it?
Yeah. Don't move. Don't move. Hold on a minute.
What's your real name? What's your real name?
Maybe, cover stuff.
О, я это забыл. Блин! Подъезжай. Полиция, а?
You have anything on your
Алкаш.
No, good.
Take a step back. Step on your feet. Step on your feet.
Why'd you run? You're gonna walk for your run? You're gonna run or just take off. You're gonna scratch me and then you're gonna try to bite me. Why? See, look at the tattoo. She doesn't have any tattoos. There's one that's small as her back.
Flower. Okay, look at that.
You have any other tattoos, man? Huh?
Do you have any tattoos? No.
So here's this. You're under arrest, okay? So when you just strip off running from me, okay? You didn't scratch me, you try to find me, okay? So here's the deal. If you continue to lie to me, if you're not doing the proper name and date of birth, I'm just going to keep stacking charges until you do it for a long time. So I'm going to give you one last opportunity before I find out how my will do your tattoo and start smart. What's your real name?
Перезапустила поезд.
Are you on probation? You have to stretch up a little bit. Okay.
Поезд.
So, you're not
Групп. Да.
What's your name?
Вот проблема.
Anna? Okay. Are you injured? No.
Just didn't have any tattoos at the time when I was supposed to be doing today. That's a little strange. And then, so I gotta go to the bathroom. I said, then I'll wait hold on a second and shut off. So, I want to talk to you. Don't get one. When's the last time you used? Because it's still in the military.
Поэтому этого.
When's the last time you slept? The only reason why you tried to do it, why do you want to scratch me?
Зачем это просто будет?
Do you remember trying to bite me?
О, все, наш.
You don't remember any of that? Okay. And now you're under arrest for battering an officer for scratching me. Okay. And you're under arrest for resisting arrest. And you're also under arrest for being under the influence of some type of...
На низкой скорости. Да.
I'm going to take you to the medical and make sure you're okay.
Did she get her teeth on you anywhere?
No, it doesn't look like any bite marks, so...
We'll book her for the battery on.
Thanks.
I've been working on the southeast side of town most of my career. Come from a long family line on Metro Police Department, where my grandfather, mother, great uncle, cousins, sister. My father just retired 2 years ago. Right now we're cruising through this parking lot. Somebody chased a female. They're getting into an argument. We're going to go ahead and see what's got physical.
Следующий,
Come here. What are you guys arguing about?
Well, see, it stems from his
О, зеленый.
like his father is in disagreement that we're together, right? And so that's where we stay.
Зеленый, можно ехать.
So that's a lot of it right there. And I come and go as I please now. But before it was like he didn't want anybody coming in and out all the time, like a revolving door or whatnot.
Well, let her walk off and just chill for a minute.
Well, I kind of know what this is going to do.
What am I gonna
Stay
do?
up here by the ball.
Че, опять красный. Там, по-моему, что ничего надо.
And I'm hurt.
I have a question. 2 weeks ago, I got charged with battery at his house, and he wants to know if there's a way he could get that taken away. I told him there's not. Once it's there, it's there, right?
Because the problem is, we're right back at it again, right? So, other than getting the takeaway, it sounds like you guys...
О, народу.
This, obviously...
Ого.
They got evicted and they have to move and everything.
Да уж, блин, ого.
YouTube.
It's crunch time on everything. They said any run-ins with whatever, and I go down. So I'm trying to, like, in some form, or do the best I can. At the same time, I still, this is my old man.
Есть.
Like, that's how I'm,
You guys just dating, or are you married?
I believed he was my husband. Like,
But no,
I asked her, and
but legally, you're not.
my fiance, yeah, we're not.
All right, sit tight.
and so the only way I've ever looked into was like my husband. If you don't want to be with me, you need to let go.
Get along with everybody but me.
No, if you don't want to be with me, you need to let go.
Together, okay? I need you to keep your hands off each other right here, okay? Relax. What do you want to do as far as
I mean,
keep the peace?
I love her.
You're saying you don't want her to go back to jail.
А, ждали поезд.
Giving hugs 1 minute, pushing each other away, telling each other you don't want to.
Что?
I love her.
Вообще на золото выполнил.
The picture, I'm not from here, so I don't know the ways or how she loves and everything.
Какой-то бред, лихотня какая-то. Что? Это вообще изи.
Maybe I get myself that first, you know. Maybe,
What's up, Bella?
Keep your arm face. You even got one that on your chest too? Just your neck? No along the top of it?
stopping myself a couple of times.
You ain't trying to cover for us.
I just
А, тут ты попал.
took a shower and maybe I got the scratches from all the junk that I got in my room, you know.
No, I'll tell you that. And that's all over your neck, all over your face, in different little spots. Yeah. So, from what she's telling me, it got physical and
I
small.
get grabbed like this, maybe, you know, maybe that's how I get nail scratches.
She grabbed you.
Yeah,
And she's telling me it got physical and small. That's why I'm trying to ask you your side. All right, stand right there. Just keep facing the car thing. How'd you end up grabbing his face to scratch him earlier? Only got it all over his neck, all over here. Did you push on one edge?
When I was leaving, and he's like, I just want to love you, and so
Sorry,
I just like the summer, and I was like, that's not how you love somebody. But it was like this, and then I was like, why are you hurting yourself? Like, I went. Care for him. I do not. I don't want.
А, пассажиров мало.
So I'm like, stop hurting yourself. Just please, if you love me, then you're not gonna hurt yourself. You know what I mean? You're not gonna push me
Это
away.
британский только старый.
You know what I mean? If that's honestly, if you love me.
Where's he calling you from? Down the parkway?
From Dad's house. Dad was yelling at me. I honestly, I swear, I believe this is my husband. I swear God gave this to me, right? And Dad just told me that's not your man. So I'm like, okay. So I had to humble myself and I thought
I wasn't there. I'm just putting two and two together. And you already know what the judge said and what's going on with it. You cannot touch one another. Stand up there by my boss phone. Go ahead, spread your feet. Hands behind your back, palms together like a cramp. Palms together. Put them inward. There's people. Alright, right now you're going to be placed in their arrest.
А, половина.
Because obviously all his scratches, all of your marks.
Ой, давно не играл. Да он вообще давно не играл. Я не знаю, ой, 72-го года. Ну, шпорник, я не знаю, погорелый. Этот, я чуть-чуть ему, блин. Какой-то, смотрел такое. Вот.
If he does love you, that's why he was chasing after you.
I get scared without him. Are you kidding me?
Miami is a tale of two cities, rich versus poor. 24-hour partying. 24-hour vice.
Эксперт?
Famous beaches. Infamous ghettos. Dangerous gangsters. Innocent
А язык?
line are some of America's meanest streets. To take down the most violent criminals, the Miami-Dade Police Department turned to their special response team, known as SRT.
SRT responds to any situation that regular units on the road cannot handle. When they run into trouble, they call us. We are the last line of defense.
Be still.
It's the beginning of the day at Miami-Dade Police Department. Sergeant Manny Maldo leads one of the 3 highly trained units that make up the special response team. Manny's boss, Lieutenant Calvin James, is SRT's overall commander. With violent crime ever present, the city is becoming increasingly dependent on its elite police unit.
The reason why Miami-Dade has chosen to use SRT to execute
Передаёмый.
most, if not all, search warrants is because of the proportional
Установлен.
that comes with the field.
Раз, два, три,
They believe that
4, 5. 5. Всего 5. Подождут, короче. Машинист. Будет подождать. Сделал. Такой. Дождь.
A week after the mass shooting, SRCs have been tipped off as to the whereabouts of the fugitive gunman. Melvin Gonzalez's Unit 10 wait patiently for the go-ahead to arrest them.
We've been waiting here for like 3 hours waiting to get the search warrant signed.
After 5 hours, the squad has been given the go-ahead to make the arrest. They must prepare themselves to take on gangsters willing to shoot them.
And then everything isn't going to make you told immediately.
From police intelligence, team leader started search for arrest. 3 big units on the suspect. The target has left. That's fine. These 2 gang members were only each 17 years old. But they know they share. But they can't share. Miami's stealthy is the result of the sleep. Joel was America's Riviera. The 15-year-old old on a park screen that lured the world's jet set. But just 10 miles to the bright lights of Southeast's impressive skyline. Where the special results team was there, 2 miles from 3 members of the notorious 170 Boy Scout, suspected of shooting fire. Was 17 years old. The dangerous.
It's been wonderful to see that. And it's going again, and looking for the one thing that we're looking for.
Every SRC warrant is particularly right. Safe, selfish, respected. Just 1 mile from the suspect's property, the officers disembarked from the truck and jumped onto their armored vehicle. That was the best. Hanging on to the outside truck, the team is able to assault their target as quickly as possible. SRC systematically searches each room, looking for the gunman, detaining other suspects they find in the house. The SCP continue their search for the gang's main gunman, who's finally found in a back room, along with the ammunition he allegedly used to shoot 5 teenagers. After a successful night, Caravan Rally is left on a perfect goal beach. Two months after being arrested, the teenagers still haven't been found, as no witnesses or victims have come forward to testify, even though a reward of up to $50,000 is offered. Sergeant Ray Mountain was charged with an intelligence gathering operation for a warrant to arrest another member of the 170 program.
Ну, уже опасно даже ехать. Блин.
They believe that the only way to stop the young victim-led gang is for SRC to employ a zero-tolerance policy.
We need to show that we are whatever necessary, like being in the 1971, keep the street safe. Whatever any gang member or whatever if they supersede arson, I don't care. Whatever the gang member brings their table, I don't care if you bring additional weapons, plan for food plans or what entity. And we're going to know with the second.
SRC are responsible for handling high-risk arrests for most of Miami-Dade County, an area of over 2,000 square miles. There's rarely an interval around the plain of South Beach. Most of SRC's work
Miami.
is focused on the rundown district to the north of the city.
Serious. Miami-Dade.
In Miami Gardens, one of America's most violent areas, SRC are being sued for the arrest of another member of the 170 Boys Gang.
It's a good truck. Definitely one. We're going to go westbound 167 to 2 people. Going to go north.
corner structure at 17025. Joe, once again, once you stop, if we need additional help in front, we may have kids. I'll put you out in front of the babysitter so we can dump them off.
As the children of the property, SRT report they must take their first successively to minimize their own exposure to danger, but also shield the children from harm. To make matters worse,
the history of violence and that's actually gang affiliation. So it was mentioned about AK-47. Even though Will was still there, when they bring it up in conversation, it's actually more than likely going to be the case. And we're hoping that we don't have those kind of confrontations on this. But we're always prepared for you.
as the weather worsens and the light fades, raid units climb onto the outside of the bear camp in preparation for their surprise attack.
Visibility is 1. 2 is the possibility of lighting at any one of these thunders. 3, maneuverability of the vehicle.
But these treacherous conditions don't seem to dampen Ray's spirits.
In every crisis, you gotta look for the opportunity.
А, или не тут поезд, наверное.
Feet up.
Cars up front, hospital kids in the house. Car out front. Open down.
The first priority for the officers is to get the women and children quickly out of the firing line before conducting their search for the suspect.
А, ну сверху. Ну, пришел.
Now that all the suspect gang members are detained, the narcotics detectives begin searching everyone, even the children, who are often used to hide drugs. Miami Gardens PD detective Barbara Lee Palmer grew up in a neighborhood where drug dealing was commonplace. She felt compelled to join the police force.
I've seen families go through that, and that's just it. It's not worth it. I myself all the time look at it. You know, everybody is given an opportunity, be it small or be it big, what they do with that opportunity that gets them where they are. I give them a speech about if they get caught with this, they do the same. These are the same questions. Unfortunately, you know, 60-70% of them know the kids get taken to crush their brain. Lord, this is the type of job you can't do if you don't love it. It's very, very time-consuming, very stressful, and 90% of the time people don't say that they appreciate what you do. And you have to love it in order to keep coming back every day.
After a thorough search of the house, SRT and the narcotics detectives
Тут угадал, ха.
eventually find what they've been searching for.
We found indications of money consistent with narcotic sales, some paraphernalia, and firearms within the house.
The main gang member is charged with possession of firearms and marijuana with intention to sell. The business of drug dealing is often seen as a ticket out of the ghettos. The drawback is that these criminals will often face SRT, who undertake over 300 drug warrants every year. The following day, SRT's Unit 10 are back in the ghetto to another narcotics search warrant. The team won't have far to travel, as heroin dealers are operating out of a house directly opposite the police station.
Apparently these individuals have decided to sell drugs right in front of a police station, which makes them pretty brave. I mean, there's not too many people that have enough sense or common sense, if you will, as to deal drugs in front of a police station. So I don't know if they're really, really brazen and brave, or if they're actually kind of dumb.
Officer David Gonzalez was the first to enter the target house, so he works the shield.
This is our shield locker. This is where we maintain our shield. We have different levels of shields. This is the standard shield that we use more often than not. The majority of it is consisted of bullet-resistant material. It's got a ballistic glass that allows you to see through it. It's got this plastic assembly that allows you this light that allows you to illuminate the path in front of us. It's got a switch on here that sends electricity to the touchpad. This is the touchpad. It activates, turns on the light. Technology of basic shield. When they threw rocks, shields were made of wood. When they threw arrows, shields were made of metal. Now bad guys throw bullets, so now they have to be made of Kevlar.
As the drug den for this warrant is just across the road from the police station, Sergeant Bert Perez briefs his men around the corner, so as not to draw attention to themselves.
Central one, Hispanic male studying heroin, approximately 15 feet across the street from POB. This is 5 Street, POB is right here.
A 30-second ride in a Bearcat, and SRT arrive at the target address.
That's the house right there.
The alleged drug dealers try to slip out of the back door, but SRT
The job went as perfectly and as smoothly as we could possibly have hoped for. We came up, door was locked, a creature came up, reached the door. I was the first one coming in with the shield. We went into the rooms, confronted no one there. All the bad guys were all gathered up trying to make their getaway at the back. It went smooth.
One of the arrested suspects has a Tommy gun tattoo, usually symbolizing that he's the gang's executioner. A narcotics canine is released and later finds evidence of drugs. The gang are charged with possession of heroin and marijuana.
This is where they're selling heroin out of, and like I told you, right across the street, we have marked police cars and our police station.
After the warrant, the unit returns to base. Working constantly in the line of fire, these SRT officers have developed a unique friendship.
What we like to do is just sit around, talk, crack some jokes, and ease up the atmosphere.
I would bet.
Unit cohesion. It's something that we look for in every operation. If we have an operator that we can't get along with, then it's not good for the unit. It's not good for our squad. It's okay to have a different opinion, as long as everybody's on the same page. Everybody takes care of each other. Everybody watches out for each other.
These officers are more than just a band of brothers. They've been trained into an elite fighting machine to bring Miami's most hardened criminals to their knees.
You can send a pack of dogs at a house, they'll search the house for you. But it's just a pack of dogs. It takes an operator that knows what he's doing, that's seasoned, that trains together from the oldest guy in the unit to the youngest guy in the unit. I would say that there would be a lot more police officers hurt in this job if SRT wasn't around, or if the county didn't have an SRT unit that gets accredited to our training, that we haven't had anybody killed.
Неудивительно, что кеды напали на игрока. Шанс получить действующий налив, пусть даже сильно поврежденный, стоит любого риска. Но маяки предназначались как взаимодействие с физиологией протеана.
On the streets of America, 3 million illegal weapons are seized each year, and 17,000 murders committed. In the area of Miami Gardens, SRT has been called in to arrest a local rapper known as Dollar Bill, who's suspected of attempted murder. An SRT unit led by Sergeant Manny Malgore is already inside the house, and Dollar Bill has barricaded himself in the attic. Whilst Manny's team hold their positions inside the house, SRT's commander, Lieutenant Calvin James, oversees the operation. To assist Lieutenant James, a negotiating team has just arrived at the scene.
We're not going anywhere. Anthony, we know you're in there. No sense hiding up in the attic. Take the cover off the attic. Show your hands. And come down from there. Do it now. You don't want the terrorists to press out.
Отрезал.
We're not going anywhere. We'll do what
Медицинский осмотр мне не подойдет. Там же у меня будет возможность еще раз все сделать. Мы с вами закончили?
We're going to coordinate the burn boxes. Tell them to get ready to coordinate the burn boxes with their negotiation.
After an hour of unsuccessful negotiations, SRT decides to increase the stakes. A chemical agent is brought into the building to try and force Dollar Bill out of the attic. SRT waits another 30 minutes for Dollar Bill to surrender, but he refuses to give himself up. With all their options exhausted, Lieutenant James gives the order to storm the attic.
Take cover. Take cover.
According to SRT, when they entered the attic, Dollar Bill lunged at officers with a knife. In self-defense, SRT shot Dollar Bill. He died shortly afterwards.
Obviously, the taking of someone's life is the most difficult thing you're going to have to face in this job. If, God forbid, you're placed in a situation where you have to take someone's life, we try not to take it personal. We try to, at least in your mind, tell yourself you did it because you had to. You did it because you had to save someone else's life or your life, and not dwell on it. Move on.
To take down Miami's most hardened criminals, SRT has needed to become one of the world's best units at close quarter combat, as the consequences are severe.
We had one of our operators shot in December. Took a 9mm round to the face. Prior to that, we had another operator take a round to the hand while he was covering an exterior We encounter subjects with firearms all the time, and it's only because of our training and the aggression in which we do our job that keeps us safe and keeps us alive. We prepare by training, doing entries over and over and over. The movement inside the house, the room clearing, the entering the room. Who's going to open the door? Who's going to come in first? Where is the room laid out? How do you read that wall? When you find your footing and the rest of the guys know what it is, it's almost like a dance inside the house. Nothing goes wrong. Your footwork is smooth. The way you handle your new weapon is correct. You think you're going slow, but you're really not. It's happening rather quickly, and you're gathering a lot of information rather quickly. And that's the dance. We had an operator, a seasoned operator, a veteran operator, who came in and told us that when you come in through that front door, expect that those first 3 rounds are yours. You own them. So what he did was he took out his magazine and he gave us 3 rounds, just like that. And he goes, here, you hold them. They're yours. It's how you react after you get hit with those first three rounds, and how your team reacts after you get hit, and what they do that makes you a great operator and makes your team a great team. You practice it, you rehearse it, you train for this all the time, but you don't really know until game day how it's gonna play out.
Developing now, this morning, police are looking for a man who shot an undercover officer at a drug lab in southwest Miami.
Now, police say that the undercover detective was checking out a possible drug house last night here in Naranja when he was shot in the torso. The undercover detective is the 3rd Miami-Dade Police Department officer to have been shot and wounded this year by gunmen.
Policing in America has never been so dangerous. Every 53 hours, an officer is killed on duty. News of the latest police shooting in Miami has reached Sergeant Manny Maldor's team.
Apparently, one of the narcotics guys just got shot down south. It's a 272 Street and 152 Avenue. We're trying to figure out what exactly happened. They have the subject in custody, or whether he's inside the house. The last information I got, the subject may have run back inside the house. So we might be heading over. So here now.
The unit is at a staging post preparing for a planned warrant, but this will now be postponed, as SRT have been instructed to try and capture the gunman.
Are you guys on? All right, the staging area for now is going to be 272 Street and the highway. 272 on the highway.
How many people is at night if you got an officer's job?
Well, obviously, my first concern is for the officer's safety. As a human being, it's very difficult. We're not want to seek revenge and not to see it's personal, especially if the officer is a friend of yours or someone you know. It's very difficult. But that's where the professionalism kicks in, and you gotta believe in the justice system and let justice take its course. Our job is to catch you guys.
At the crime scene, the wounded police officer is emergency airlifted to hospital. On arrival, SRT immediately take control of hundreds of police officers.
All right, let me get everybody up here. It's supposed to be a Latin male. He had some kind of surveillance on him, and as they approached the house, they got shot at the officer with a shotgun. He got hit in the face on the side. As far as they know, he's still inside the house. They said just recently turned off all the lights so they could see him moving around inside. That's all the information I got. Taking up face value. There's a good possibility he may not be inside the house, so heads up, you set up a perimeter. Make sure somebody's watching your back, all right? Because he could be anywhere around. All right?
Having no idea where the gunman is hiding, SRT's first task is to surround and secure the perimeter. But that's not going to be easy. And land.
16
You want to
уже.
take the wheel and somebody else with you and start working your way along that
Ого!
to the 3 side. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to send vertical factor with about 5 or 6 guys and 3 canines, and they're going to sweep the field behind you. Once that field is swept and it's clear, we're sure that the subject's not hiding somewhere in the field, and we can concentrate on the main structure.
As it stands now, we've cleared the acreage that's behind us with camera to make sure that there are no subjects hiding back there. We've been able to clear this small room that's here turned into a big storage shed. And right now we're going to set up to contain the backside or the 3-sided house.
Is there any difference doing your job when it's somebody who shot at police, or is it just business?
Professionally, it's the same thing. I mean, shots are fired, you know the guy's aggressive, you know he's willing to hurt somebody, whether it's police or not. But, I mean, I would be lying if I was to tell you we don't take a little bit more personal. Because, you know, you're shooting at police, it's one of your buddies that got shot. So emotionally, it's a little bit more personal. As far as business, it's the same job.
After an hour, the perimeter around the property has been secured. The next stage is for the negotiating team to try and start a dialogue with the government.
Прикольно, в Телеграме есть. Ссылку надо.
We need to come to the front door. Those of you in the house, you need to exit the residence now. Exit at the front door.
We have the negotiation process going on, and
Это в Лондоне.
the tactical approach. You can get any answer from anybody from inside to the front door. The next couple of minutes, we're going hard and pop the wooden doors open.
Anyone in the house needs to exit immediately through the front door.
The negotiators try to force the walls to the response from inside the house. But there's not a solution. SRT will waste no time in adopting hard tactics. They use the bear can to punch out the so that the team can see inside. There's still no sign of the gunman, so SRT used multi-launchers to deploy a chemical agent that causes uncontrollable streaming of the eyes, breathing difficulties, and disorientation. The plan is to give the suspect no place to go but outside. Surprisingly, the chemical agent proves ineffective. To make the arrest, SRT have no choice but to enter the gunman's domain. A Miami-Dade police officer has been shot in the face whilst investigating a suspected drug dealer's property. The county's elite police unit, the Special Response Team, has been called in to arrest the gunman presumed to be hiding in his home.
There are officers, police officers all around the home. We need to come to the front door.
Knowing that the suspect has already shot one policeman, entering the house to arrest him is SRT's last resort. So the team have fired chemical agents inside to force him out into the open. This tactic has so far proved ineffective, so Sergeant Manny Malgore's unit decided to increase the force.
On the one side, the room, as soon as you come into the front door, the first room on the right. Let's go, set it up.
A bird box delivers a huge payload into the property filled with this.
Nice tolerance, there's a bit of exposure before, people tend to build a tolerance after a while. Mental speed on career doesn't work as well. There's 100 million things.
Since SLT arrived 4 hours ago, there's been no movement inside the house. Manny then decides it's time to slow down the
Да поменяй, задолбал, блядь. Yes.
SRT carefully search for their suspect, room by room. Well, there's no sign of them. Long into the outpost was protecting a clandestine grow room full of marijuana.
Все, ну только 3.
Later that morning, the gunman is arrested 40 miles away on the other side of the city. He's charged with attempted murder and drug trafficking.
Citizens and police arrested York Patron Garcia. They say he was starting a marijuana law. Garcia and the silver lot he was driving were found in Pennsylvania Beach after a manhunt by police. Authorities say Garcia was guarding a home where 129 marijuana plants were confiscated. Plants worth more than $1.3 million on the street. Meanwhile, I have spoken with a number of Miami-Dade police officers. They tell me that Detective Diaz is going to be okay. We're live at Miami-Dade Police Headquarters. Peter Vance, CBS 4 News.
Back at the Special Response Team's headquarters, Manny and his team prepare for another busy day.
The subject that we were looking for last night, the one that shot the police officer in the face, we were there for hours yesterday. We checked everywhere, and obviously we didn't find him last night. I just got off the phone and got information that they picked them up in Borough County. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who gets it as long as it's going to jail. And now we're off for another job.
Miami is a tale of two cities, rich versus poor. 24-hour partying, 24-hour vice. Famous beaches, infamous ghettos. Dangerous gangsters, innocent victims. Just 10 miles from Miami's world-famous are some of America's leading. To take down the most violent criminals, the Miami-Dade Police Department turned to their Special Response Team, known as SRT.
SRT responds to any situation that regular units on the road cannot handle. When they run into trouble, they call us. We are the last line of defense.
Известно. Ясно.
Every week, Sergeant Manny Malgore takes his unit for a run along Miami's famous South Beach.
Physical fitness is the meat and potatoes. Building searches, tactics, shooting, and physical fitness is the meat and potatoes of SRT. I've known the bulk of these guys for at least 8 to 10 years. Work together every day. In some circumstances, we're closer than I am with some of my family members. So I would definitely put my life on the line for any one of these guys. As a team leader, my main responsibility is the safety of the guys. The most important thing is that we all go home to our families at the end of the day, no matter what we face.
The Special Response Team undertake over 300 highly dangerous warrants every year. Manny's unit gets ready for their first of the day.
You know, before a warrant, before a fallout and stuff like that, it's all jokes, and that's, we make light of situations because it's important. It's part of the job. It's part of not taking it that serious. However, when the bell rings, it's time to go to work, and it's all business. This is the front door of the structure. This is the side door of the structure. They made the fly out of the sky.
Whilst Manny's team make their final preparations for a narcotics search warrant, they're notified of an emergency and the warrant is put on hold.
And you guys haven't been able to make contact with anybody inside. Hey, listen up. For right now, the warrant's on standby. Right there, make sure you got everything you're going to need for a fallout, and let's load up in the truck and the Bearcat. All right, that's our team. Let's go. Let's get rolling.
Emergency situations are the most dangerous for SRT, as they have little intelligence to work with.
This one, we don't really know what we have right now. They heard a loud argument, a domestic dispute, and a couple of shots fired. The uniform units responded and didn't get any answer at the door. I think they tried to make phone contact, and the first time they called, someone picked up and hung up the phone. They haven't gotten any answer since then, so don't really know what we have yet.
When Manny arrives at the scene, he discovers from uniformed officers that there's been a domestic dispute between her mother and her son.
The concern is that he's not answering our phone, nor his cell phone, and there were still 2 shots fired. We're positive that they came from inside that house? That's what the neighbor said, because he was actually listening to the argument outside of his window. The neighbor on the north side? We may need to go immediate. Where's the, do they have weapons in the house?
The other neighbors are saying that this house is known to have drug users, and they always threaten people with weapons, or making threats that they're going to shoot people.
As gunshots have been fired, SRT must work quickly.
Just for information, I need everybody to set up as quickly as possible. We might have to go to immediate entry, all right?
Manny's unit take immediate control of the scene. Only SRT
So,
situations like this.
Yeah, that's all right.
SRT snipers form a perimeter around the house. All windows are now covered, so that any movement within will be made known to them.
I got gas in the front, the one side of the main, which is Sarah and Roman, and I got the entry team ready to go. Okay, and these guys are OC is the sniper on the one side. So the only thing we're waiting on now is the additional sniper. I need you to pull up on the 1-4 corner. All right, 1-4 corner. Not too close to the house, but so we can get some points on it. Hold it up, hold it up.
Using the protection of their armoured Bearcat vehicle, SRT moved closer to the barricaded suspect's house. The appropriate time, the team then stormed the house.
Entry team's in position with the Bearcat on the 1-4 corner. I'm going to attempt to make contact with the PA.
Normally, SRT would have to wait for trained negotiators to make contact with the suspect.
Only those
But as gunshots have been fired, the units have no time to lose. Manny must make the negotiating himself.
Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. We need to talk to you. We need to make sure you're all right. We're not going anywhere until we find out whether you're all right or not.
Miami-Dade Police Department, get back on the phone. We need to find out if you're all right. We're not going anywhere until we find out if you're all right. Get on the phone.
Manny's negotiations seem to have worked. Suddenly, the suspect surrenders.
Hey, whoa. No approach. Hey, back up. Back up. Come to me. Walk to me. Walk to me. Yeah, stand by. You guys got him. Right here. On my left side. Right here. Left side. This way. This side. Who else is in the house? Move to the one corner.
Other suspects could still be at large, so SRT must search and secure the property.
All right, entry team on the one side. Entry team on the one side on me. Stand by. All right, we're making it. Stand by.
The house is empty. SRT then discovered that the barricaded suspect was hiding in the loft until he fell through.
All right, let's go.
The suspect is later committed for psychological assessment. The Special Response Team have a new recruit. The rookie, Dave Rivera, must be at SRT headquarters for 7 a.m. to prepare the team's kit for the day's warrants.
I come to the office today by myself. I come pick up the truck. Since I'm the low man on the totem pole, I always get the worst jobs. But you know what? It's all worth it to work my way up to the top. It's my job to make sure that everything in this truck is functioning properly. It's where it's supposed to be, fully charged and ready to go. But on top of that, to make sure that these guys trust me so that we can go into any situation and they don't have to worry one bit.
Dave recently graduated from SRT's training academy. Selection is stiff. The candidate must come through some of the most physically and mentally demanding training they will ever encounter.
It's extremely challenging, both mentally and physically. If you're able to withstand, somebody getting in your face and yelling at you, having you run up and down the range, climb up a berm, come back and shoot under pressure and all that, none of that can replicate to what you're going to experience on an actual call out. We're trying to get into their heads. We're trying to put as much stress and pressure on them as humanly possible to see if they break. And obviously, if they break, then they're not the right person for the job.
Only the top 1% of the police force make it through this 3-week intensive test of endurance, stamina, and self-discipline.
Good job, David. Good job.
Having graduated from SRT school, top of his class, Dave now has a 3-month trial with this elite unit. His journey to this stage has been more difficult than most.
I'm not this sort of place because I think about